Hey, on my mama, I'ma be the greatest to ever do this. On my mama, though, like, on the dead on.
You texted me at 2 o'clock in the morning. I feel like I'm falling. Why do you feel that way?
Kendrick Lamar's Heart series has been a huge staple in his catalog and the cultural movement in hip-hop. The Heart series is not just a collection of songs, it's a journey through his life and career. These introspective tracks serve as bookmarks, taking us through a deep and emotional ride through each era of his music. Each phase is a unique blend of sound, style, and message. His personal struggles and complex subjects he touches on in his songs make it easy to connect with him on a profound level. Today, we're diving into the Heart Part 1, where we get to experience Kendrick's raw emotions and see the beginning of his evolution as an artist. Just a few short months after the release of the Kendrick Lamar EP, the artist formerly known as Pt.1 dropped a freestyle that would change the course of his career. This would be the first installment in what will become his iconic Heart series. The track, produced by Yasin Bey and David Kennedy, samples Mos Def Umi Says. In the song Umi Says, Mos Def pleads,
I don't wanna write this down, I wanna tell you how I feel right now.
These lyrics serve to be symbolic to the trajectory that Kendrick Lamar's Heart series would take. Raw and unfiltered, this expression of his thoughts and emotions are delivered on every song in the series with no hesitation or remorse. The music video coupled with the song was directed by DJ Dave, also known as Dave Free, who went on to have a very successful career in producing. The video features Kendrick Lamar hanging out with the other members of Black Hippie, Ab-Soul, Schoolboy Q, and J-Rock, going to music stores and traveling to shows. J. Cole and Nipsey Hussle also make an appearance in the video. Two artists he looked up to at the time, but he would eventually become peers with. Something about the rawness and grassroots aesthetic to this video in 2010 compared to 2023 with his highly produced AI-aided Heart Part 5 video makes me really appreciate the song even more. This is at a time where Kendrick was hungry and overly dedicated to making his mark in hip-hop. It really makes me appreciate his growth as an artist while simultaneously inspiring me to push harder in my own artistic career. Throughout the song, Kendrick has placed seeds that would eventually play out to become major themes in his artistic career. One small example of this is in the intro of the song.
A little Compton nigga, just a little Compton nigga, one time for my niggas.
Kendrick has repeatedly used the city of Compton as a common theme in his music. From an album based off the perspective of growing up in Compton to a song named and dedicated to it. Kendrick has always been very open about his strong connection to religion, specifically Christianity, and often discusses it at extended length, like on the song Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, where he dives into his own complexities of faith and relationship with God.
When the lights shut off and it's my turn to settle down, my main concern, promise that you will sing about me.
In the beginning of his first verse on the Heart Part 1, he lays the foundation.
Yeah, I never wore goofy, ignore my religion. I believe it's one God, it's one love, and I believe if I fly, we all doves.
Kendrick Lamar also has a running theme of mentioning his astrological sign Gemini and using it in his songs, like on the track Babylon.
A Gemini go show them faces, and this here just one of my moves.
Or on the song Hold Up.
There's no one, not even myself, a Gemini screaming for help, somebody.
Or even on Untitled 2 from Untitled Unmastered.
Can't pick aside the Gemini.
Kendrick Lamar often uses the duality of the Gemini as a major theme in basically all of his studio albums, but that's for another video. The genesis of this started in the early stages of Kendrick's career, where in Heart Part 1, he says,
very emotional, I'm a Gemini. I love hard and I fight harder. One harder.
With the thought in mind that this is an era where Kendrick's career was just barely starting to bud, Kendrick raps about how he wouldn't get taken seriously as a rapper and tells the story of how he was laughed at the 2010 XXL cover shoot.
I was at the XXL just trying to excel, networking. Meanwhile, my stomach turning.
TDE's J-Rock made the 2010 XXL freshman issue and Kendrick tagged along with him. J. Cole, who was blowing up in popularity, also secured a spot in the 2010 issue. But he ended up missing his flight from Miami to New York and was nowhere to be found on the day of the shoot. So as the day progressed, people started to wonder if J. Cole would even show up at all. Seeing an opportunity in front of him, a young and hungry Kendrick Lamar offered to take J. Cole's spot on the cover, and he wasn't taken seriously by the XXL staff.
J. Cole running late. If he don't show up, think I can take his place? Ladies start laughing. No pun intended. I ain't being sarcastic.
J. Cole eventually showed up to the shoot 8 hours later and made the cover. While Kendrick didn't make the cover in 2010, he did go on to be voted unanimously to be on the 2011 XXL cover. After meeting that day, the two went on to work with one another, with J. Cole producing High Power on Kendrick Lamar's Section 80. Later in their careers, the two also made the tracks Black Friday, where Kendrick rapped over a Tale of Two Cities beat, and J. Cole rapped over Kendrick Lamar's Alright beat. I remember I was in high school when these songs dropped, man. It was such a good time to be alive. With the release of these two songs, the already suspecting fans were certain that J. Cole and Kendrick would drop a joint album. But it's rumored that whenever the two would get in the studio together, the building would burn down. Because it's too much heat. Okay, bad joke. Back to the song. Staying on the motif of foreshadowing his career, Kendrick hints at his album Good Kid, Mad City 2 years before its release.
I'm Rosecrans where you find me, and all my niggas is grimy. But I remain the good kid, trying to make a difference where I'm from, where you live.
He also did the same thing on the song Celebration off the Kendrick Lamar EP. Towards the end of the song, Kendrick starts going absolutely insane on a beat, rapping until he runs out of breath. Another reoccurring theme in Kendrick Lamar's music.
Pines, no, I'm the king of the passing you pines. Pad on the hill, that's a passion of mine. Promise I shot like 2 mics under heavy strobe lights. I'ma need 2 mics just to get my point across. I'ma get my joint across. Country, y'all go want me.
He actually does this on the next part of the Heart series, the Heart Part 2. And if you want to take a deep dive into the Heart Part 2, look no further than this video right here, where we take the next step in our journey of dissecting the explosive and compelling Heart series.